friend.
Hello.
So how have you guys been? How's Australia treating you?
Very well.
As well as always.
Syria, we're a little tired, but other than that, we have no issues.
Yeah.
It's worth the 26-hour flight.
Yeah.
6 hours.
Experienced that.
Pretty
Too
hard.
bad.
Oh yeah, that's hardcore.
Pretty insane.
You guys have obviously played in Australia before.
Yep.
How do you guys feel about the crowd? Like, what is your favourite thing about the Australian crowd?
The accent when everyone sings along. It's classic. Oh yeah. Home. I'm coming home. It's genius. I love it.
It's the Bogans.
It's great. It's great. It makes me smile no end.
You know it's Australia as soon as you hear it.
Yeah. Straight away. But then I mean, like, it's as you go from country to country. So the Americans do it differently. The Japanese do it differently.
That's it, yeah.
It gets more and more extreme. You know, I'm looking forward to playing in Germany and see how.
How they do it.
I was quite a rowdy crowd as well.
Yeah. Well, usually the more hectic, the better.
Oh
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, the very first show we did on this tour was in Perth, and you just couldn't get people off the stage. It was amazing.
How do people get on stage?
Oh, there was no barrier
There's no
there.
barrier there.
Yeah, there's no barrier. You just had people running up to Matt taking MySpace pictures while he's singing. It's a record full of great songs, you know, and a lot of people have embraced it, but a lot of people don't really know how to take it, and that's okay. I mean, I like a record that people can sit down and listen to over and over and over again, and it'll grow with them.
How do you guys feel about bands that do kind of cannibalize that same whole sound that's pretty much out on the radio right now?
It bores me. It really does. You know, it's like I'm not gonna name names of bands because you know it's just not right. But there are bands out there that literally just regurgitating the same records they released 10, 5, like 20 years ago. It's like, come on,
Yeah.
just evolve.
Were there any bumps in the recording process or?
None. We went without a hitch.
We did pre-production for the first time with Gilmore. And that was kind of a really cool thing, and something I think we always do.
Yeah.
Was to kind of like just sit down with him, go through the songs, iron out any little kind of things, and it makes just the whole situation go in and know exactly what you want, exactly what you want to record. Yeah, it makes it just life a lot smooth the process.
So the song Into the Oblivion is split up into 3 parts. So what made you decide to split it up into that?
It wasn't into Oblivion really that track.
No. We basically had it. As we were writing, you know, looking for inspiration, we had this idea of, let's do a 20-minute concept piece. Let's just do one 20-minute prog epic number.
No parts.
Basically we were just like, you know,
no parts.
Yeah. And then basically we broke that. Like it had some really cool sections, but it didn't really work as a whole piece. Like we wrote about 15 minutes worth of music. And we were like, oh, something's not quite done right. It's got great sections. If we break it out into sections, then this is what we'll have. Into Oblivion turned out to be one of them. Students Will turned out to be the other. And
Just another piece left.
yeah, there was just a little piece of excess flash that we just kind of think we got rid of. But that was the start of it.
But it ended up being the first and last track on the record.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we just filled it out.
You toured with Iron Maiden as well.
Yeah.
In 2003. How was that? Was that huge for you guys? Or was it different?
Big learning curve for us as far as, because up to that point we only ever had positivity kind of angle at us when we tour, we support bands or do our own tours, and we're only kind of starting out really, to a certain extent, and always, you know, when we support a band, most of the crowd would watch us rather than anything like that, and would leave after we played, and there was just lots of that kind of experiences, so we were just total high right until we got to the Maiden tour, and then it was just like a big drop.
Like these guys don't give a shit. Couldn't
Smack
care
in the
less.
face,
Yeah. Well, I mean, like you're playing your songs, you know, and you get in not even so much as a head nod out of people. It's just dead still, dead silent, and then once you finish a song, it was either a small little eruption of booze, or you could just hear the Iron Maiden chant brewing.
Small, maybe, 100 people to like a massive arena thing where everybody's there to see you.
They both have their perks. They have their highs and their lows. You know, I mean, in a small club, you get the atmosphere, you get the vibe.
Yeah.
But you don't get the space to kind of put on a show. Whereas on the bigger stages, you don't, like Brendan Leeds for example, there's just such a gap between you and the audience, and you can hardly see in people's eyes. It's just a massive head, and you know, trying to get a rapport going with people at that kind of distance is really difficult. But there's so much room on stage. You can just guitar anything you like, you know, you can just really maneuver and work an arena essentially. Like you do basically what Maiden told us that we could do.
So do you guys know any special guitar tricks that you try and pull? You pull tricks on each other while you're on stage?
I can barely play, let alone actually pull any tricks, yeah.
Okay.
Was there any particular message or issue you wanted to get across through your album to fans or anything?
Not really. I mean, with the concept of the record, I suppose with Matt's lyrics, there's always an idea of hope behind everything, you know. And yeah, like, you know, nothing's ever as bad as it seems. You can always get through anything with your friend. I suppose that's the only real message. Is that like people always ask us about political statements and stuff. We don't really hold anything like that. Just kind of leave the political bands do.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think you need to really know what you're talking about to be in the right to start to build attitudes.
So what's the story behind the title of your new album? I'm so sorry.
Gareth came up with it. So
We've just been debating it again, as we always do. Every record song title we've been debating it for a good few weeks. And
get a few of us like in something, and then maybe one person did it, two people.
Yeah, there was always one line, you know, one that would pop out, and then somebody would be like, oh, that's really cool, and then somebody else would be like, oh, I really like that, I like that, and then we go, oh, not feeling that. Okay,
damn.
Back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Next time. But I was in my car listening to a DJ Shadow record, and just took it, like I just bought it, put it in the CD player, driving along, and then the guy started narrating the story, and he used the word tale in what he said, and I was like, tales, and I was like, oh, and I just started working words around it, and then eventually came up with tales don't tell themselves. You know, the idea that you need to get through what you're going through to be able to tell the story.
Exactly, to experience it.
Yeah, you have to experience it to be able to tell a story about it.
Just tell you.